Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with another message you need to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out what message your angels have for you today. From the jump, I am hearing that there has been a lot of situations in your life where people have sought after destroying you or hurt you really bad, and you question why you had to deal with that situation. But you need to know that God does bring people into your life for a reason. Even the people that have hurt you, God definitely uses those people as a way to help you transform. And I do feel a lot of you guys may not realize this, but you've alchemized a lot of those energies that has been thrown at you and made something great out of it. And I feel that if you are going through something right now, there is going to be a silver lining or a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hearing as well. I do feel, again, a lot of you are struggling with certain situations where you feel like people are out to get you. And at times, people will even make you feel like you're paranoid. But my light workers and my healers, there's always going to be instances where people see the light in you and they want to put it out. Whether it is an agenda or a darker agenda, or it's just their own insecurity, you're going to deal with these types of people. And I feel that through those circumstances, you are becoming stronger, because if you let those people stop you or scare you, you're never going to fulfill your destiny. I also feel as well that when you guys really make it to where you're meant to be going, there's just going to be a lot more of those personalities, and you're being trained right now to deal with certain types of people that are even difficult. And I feel on the other side of things, there's also people that have been brought into your life because they do need your help. Some of you guys may notice that at different time periods in your life, or different levels in your life, or different chapters in your life, you may have people with similar energies come towards you. Like you may have people that may be kind of similar or going through similar things coming into your life, or you may notice this happening in the future, especially for my people out there who do deal with a lot of people or the public, or you are a mentor or a teacher of some kind. You may find that the people in your life that are struggling with certain things may also mirror aspects of yourself or things that you have been learning as well. Like a lot of you guys out there may have situations where you may be talking to somebody about something, and they may say to you, or you may say to them, like, oh my gosh, I just had this conversation with somebody else the other day. And that is a sign that you are definitely in alignment and on the right path. I feel a lot of you guys as well may be really discouraged when it comes to dealing with people, but you have to remember, this is why you're here. You are here to make a positive impact. And even the situations where you had to stand up and walk away from people who you feel like only hurt you and others and haven't changed, I feel like that does teach you something, and it helps you kind of bring that energy into the next realm that you're going into. So again, you may feel that there's certain situations where you don't understand why you had to go through that, and you may feel like people have gotten away with being dark or evil, but that's not really the case. You also do not see what happens behind the scenes, and God will not bring you into anyone's life or let anybody into your life that has the capability to actually destroy you. So even if you feel like you went through a situation where this person or situation almost took you out, right? Whether it was energetically, emotionally, physically, doesn't matter. Just know that this is actually transforming you and making you better, even if you don't see it, which can be really difficult to process. I understand that, because a lot of guys do have to deal with such harsh personalities, and on top of it, you really internalize a lot of the things that you've gone through because you're so sensitive. And a lot of you are learning how to take these energies and keeping it moving, I'm hearing as well. Because again, I feel that a lot of you guys really do have big destinies. And once you really start working your way up to the top of no matter what it is you came here to do, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different personality types that are not exactly the same as you. And again, I'm hearing that there's definitely a lot of situations in life where you may have to deal with highly narcissistic or even sociopathic people, because those are the people that are able to just push their way to the top and not really care too much about other people's feelings. And I'm not saying you guys are learning how to be like that, but you are learning how to put some things aside to be able to get the job done, I'm hearing as well. And I feel that for some of you guys out there who have been through a whole lot, and maybe you're in a down period, you're definitely being called to slow down and process all the things you've gone through. Because again, I'm hearing that a lot of you guys have truly underestimated the amount of energy and effort it took for you guys to get to the next chapter, or to defeat these villains, or to get to where you need to be. And again, you guys are just so used to taking care of yourself and others and keeping it pushing. Not only that, a lot of you guys have served as some sort of shield for other people going through things as well. I even have people in my personal life, and you guys may relate to this, that ask me like, oh, well, why do you deal with these people's problems, or this or that? And sometimes when we step in and try to help people, it doesn't always end well, but sometimes there's going to be a percentage where you do make a positive impact. So never forget that too as well. And I also tell people this, and you guys probably understand this as well, when you go through things in life, it does help you, make you smarter, helps you learn. And a lot of you guys do have jobs that entail transmuting all the things that you've learned into something more positive. I'm seeing 444. So a lot of you guys may be seeing 444 right now. There's a sign that no matter what it is you're going through or where you're at in life, you are being divinely protected and watched over. And there's situations in my life where I have dreamt that I need to help this person out with this or that. And of course, not a lot of people are going to understand truly being selfless in a lot of situations. And this is not also being blind to putting yourself in a dangerous situation, because a lot of you guys are learning that you can't just jump in and fight people's battles for them. But what you can do is be a positive support and role model for people that are struggling with certain things. And if we just have the mentality that we just leave people behind when they're struggling, then what's the point of being here to help others, right? So I feel that part of your purpose is to have people draw upon your strength. And that is something that a lot of you guys have a whole lot of. So if right now you're completely exhausted, it could be a sign that you've been exerting a lot of this energy for a very long period of time. And I do feel for some of you, I'm hearing one thing in particular where it's basically saying like you've met this person for a reason, or this person was brought into your life for a reason. And it's a person that you may feel like you don't understand why you have to go through this hurt, or why you had to go through that, something like that. But you'll see it in the future is what I'm hearing as well. Yeah. So let's see what else is going on here. Of course, I'm picking up a lot of different energies for you guys today. Another thing I'm hearing as well is that you could just be feeling a little bit discouraged because you're just tired of sometimes people not understanding you, not understanding your mission. I do understand that too. Like, as a person that does love helping people, oftentimes even your kindness goes misunderstood because people don't really see why you want to step in and help certain people or be around certain people. But if that's who you're called to be, that's who you're called to be. And I do notice that a lot of times I've run into or experienced people that do have good hearts, but they kind of check out of involving themselves in anything because they've been so hurt or betrayed. So I feel for my life coach and my healers, one thing I do love about you guys is you'll still step in and stand up for people. You'll still do the right thing because you're following your inner calling and you're not trying to tune out the reason why you came here. But again, just because one person, like I'm hearing, don't let one person spoil it for the whole group, right? You're going to experience these people who are like villains, for lack of a better term, that were actually kind of, they could even be having this agenda to take you out, for those that are more spiritual and believe in that. But again, God will bring you through those situations to show you that these people are nothing to be afraid of. They're just people that are lost. And I feel that if you're going through a situation where someone may have discouraged you off your path, or people tend to do that, whether it's intentional or not intentional, just know that you are exactly where you need to be. And I channeled a message that was saying now, my Patreon, you guys want to check it out, but you're exactly where you need to be, even if you don't feel like it. And I know there's going to be time periods where you're going to feel extremely lost and frustrated with where you're at, but just understand that you're at exactly where you need to be at right now, this moment in time. And you just need to be reminded that. And again, a lot of guys are in situations where people will not understand why you're there, but God placed you exactly where you need to be. And of course, you're going to be in environments where people need you the most, but you're not just this people pleaser pushover that thinks they're going to save the world. No, you guys are the people every day doing your part to make a difference in the world. And no matter how small or how big, you really truly are making a big impact. And people are seeing what you're doing and they want to be around you. I feel like for some of you, you may not understand certain people's interest in you, why they may want to be your friend, but just hoover your energy, watch what you're doing, but may not want to hang out with you every day. People who want to date you, but then pull back their energy and just sit back and watch. A lot of this isn't just because they're playing games with you. A lot of it is because people have noticed that there's something different about you, your light, and they draw strength from it. They draw inspiration from it. And it's an honor to be in your presence, or even to be in whatever it is that you guys have going on. And I feel like a lot of guys are realizing it truly is quality over quantity when it comes to the things that you're doing in life. And again, if you have time periods where you need to check out a little bit, you're going to have to explain to people that too as well. But yeah, I'm really hearing from a lot of you guys, you may struggle with still like people not understanding your good heart and your good intentions because they may not move that way. Or a lot of people, again, they've done something nice for somebody and it didn't work out the way they wanted it to. And they expect that you're going to have the same mentality, like just give up on people. But that's what I'm hearing. Like, don't give up on people is the message. It's really interesting because a lot of times we talk about how people screw you over or they're narcissistic and you need to walk away. But I'm hearing for some of you guys, like I'm hearing, don't give up on them. But if it means taking time out or separating yourself from certain people, then do that. I know a lot of times too as well. And I did a video about you guys being called to speak up more, and you do run the risk of people saying that you're just argumentative or you're hard to get along with in certain situations. But if you're being called to speak and say your piece, sometimes that's required to create the peace that you really need. And I feel that a situation where people at the time may be annoyed at your speaking up in a certain situation, but then when you end up being right, they're going to be like, oh, okay, like they're going to be grateful for that. So I feel that you're going through a time period probably where you're dealing with one or if not a few personalities that may be a bit difficult. I'm hearing some of you guys who are teachers, maybe difficult clients or difficult students, and these people are brought into your life for a reason. And because you guys have been through the narcissistic relationships or relationships that are one-sided or people that didn't want to learn or grow, just want to steal your energy, you know the difference. You know the feeling. You know when it's time to cut someone off, and you know when someone is just going through something and they need time and space. And a lot of you guys, because you've been through so much, whether it be abusive relationships or whatever it is, that I mentioned before, you understand that everyone needs to move at their own pace. And I feel that there's a situation where you can be understanding what someone's going through, where other people are not really understanding this person or judging them. And again, you guys know what that feels like because you were that person in a lot of situations too as well. Especially when I work with my healers who were black sheep, or feel like you were black sheep at certain points in your life. Got the 9 of Wands here. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people out there who need your guys' help, who need your wisdom. And what I'm hearing as well is that you are evolving to a new level and version of yourself where you're going to be able to help people on a different level and on a different caliber. And I feel that things are going to be coming together even if they don't feel like it. And I do feel that at time periods, there's going to be a lot of people out there who are basically just like defensive over the things that you guys are doing or the things that, like I said, the people are not going to understand the things that you guys are doing. We got the 5 of Swords there too as well. Let's see. We got the Sun. Okay. There's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel of whatever you guys are dealing with right now or frustrated with. So just keep that in mind. And again, I just see that doorways are opening up for you. You have a lot of options in terms of your gifts, your talents, your skills, your knowledge. But I do feel, again, that there's going to be time periods where you guys are called to kind of step in and help people and do what you need to do. So let's see what else we have here. Gossip. Yeah, I feel that as well. A lot of you guys just notice that a lot of people just partake in gossip and things that are just not important, and a lot of you guys choose not to be a part of that. I just see like an energy here of you guys just constantly just trying to be the bigger person, the better person, standing up for things, and people out there just not really understanding that. I was wrong about you. Yeah, you're just gonna have a lot of situations where people don't understand your good intentions, why you're standing up for certain people, why you're doing certain things, why you're saying certain things, until it's time for them to understand, just like in certain situations, you guys may understand why certain people were brought into your life until later on. And I do feel there's going to be a lot of situations where you feel that whatever you went through was kind of just pointless, or it was just like you were dealing with something difficult and you still don't see why, but there definitely is a reason behind it. And I do feel that there is a situation that could still be really bothering you guys or that really hurt you guys, and it really kind of, you may feel like it even held you back in a lot of certain ways, but there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. We got the Sun here, got visual arts. A lot of you guys are really talented artists, and you're going to be able to channel this into some sort of art or some sort of message or some of you guys are more like channeling everything you're learning into art or something creative, but some of you guys out there are channeling it into something educational to help people. And some of you guys, it really is just to help you when you get on that next level. There is going to be situations where you guys have enter this new period of awareness where you're going to have, and my ears are ringing when I said that, wow, you're going to have insight into things, and it's not really meant for you guys to share with everybody. It's just meant for you to know when you get to that next chapter and how to deal with certain people and how to handle yourself, because I am hearing that you are being put on to knowledge, not only spiritually, but I feel like there's also people in your life coming in and teaching you things, whether or not they acknowledge it or not, or you acknowledge it or not, everything you're learning, there's a reason behind it. So there's even certain people in your life that could be dropping some knowledge onto you, sharing some information and being on their way. Like sometimes we get so overly attached to the people that are coming in and out of our lives, and you don't really realize that they're just there to deliver a certain message or to tell us something in particular. They may not be our end all be all, but you're attracted to that person and situation for a reason. So don't really shame yourself if there's just relationships that you feel like, okay, they came in and now it's time to let them go. And I feel like also you guys could drop a little bit of knowledge onto people and they could be difficult and you let them out of your life, but they're still gonna keep that with them forever. It's like just because someone's not at the level that you're at or in the understanding that you're at doesn't mean that your energy has not impacted them or taught them something that they needed to know. And I feel again that there's just a whole lot of gifts, talents, and skills that you guys embody that you're still kind of opening yourself up to. And I'm also feeling as well that there is a situation where at least somebody here in your life is understanding what you are saying to them or starting to understand what you are teaching them or telling them. Keep leading by example. See, guys, I got my channel messages out today. Keep leading by example. I really feel that you are leading by example. And when you are a leader, of course, not everyone's going to understand the way that you move, because a lot of people are just going to say, oh, why don't you just take it this way? It's easier if you just do it that way. But if you are being called to move in a certain direction, you cannot allow people who haven't walked your path to tell you how to walk your path. And another thing I want to say as well, a lot of you guys out there, whether or not you accomplished what you wanted to yet or not, or anything at all, you already have natural leadership abilities where the whole crowd is going one way and you're saying, no, this is wrong, I'm going to lead just by going my own way. And some of you don't see yourself as leaders because you're more like a loner where you're like, okay, I'm going to go left. I don't like the way everyone's going right. But you'll see that there's certain people who go the other way and they see you moving in a different way. And that is something that impacts them, whether or not you guys realize that or not. And you've done that a lot in your life where there has been things going on and you're like, nah, I'm out, I'm good. And people have never seen anybody move like that. And there's a lot of people out there in this world that they constantly need mentors or teachers or idols or people to look after, people to like motivate them or people to show them the way. And you guys are constantly taught that the best way is to just go inward and trust your intuition. I really feel that, again, you're dealing with a whole bunch of people who are lost. So if you're feeling lost, these people feel 10 times more lost than you do. So you can't go to the people that were called to you to get helped by you for the knowledge that you guys already known and learned. And again, you are sometimes dealing with people whose purpose is not exactly spiritual growth. It's usually the validation and the low vibrational things that people get caught up in. And now you guys as well may have your own collective of people that are dealing with something similar to you. Like some of you guys may have some childhood or ancestral things that you're working on too as well, as far as your own spiritual journey goes. But you'll find that a lot of people that come into your life are an exaggeration of that. So that's what I'm hearing today. Like, you could be dealing with something, but there's people all around you dealing with an exaggerated version of some of the things that you guys have been dealing with. And it's also because you guys could be working through issues, but there's people that are working through them in a more extreme level. And I also feel as well for a lot of you guys out there, I'm never saying you're perfect, but I feel like you guys kind of get the gist of being self-aware and knowing when you're dealing with certain things and knowing how to handle it. And once you mix it the other side, you have no problem showing people, hey, I went through this too, like, let me help you out. And a lot of people are willing to learn from you. And there's going to be people out there, again, who you're going to have to take it or leave it. But even your ability to take or leave certain individuals is going to impact them in one way or another. And of course, when you move with purpose, a lot of people's not going to understand how you move. I know a lot of times in my life, people don't really understand why I'm speaking certain truths or why I'm moving a certain way or why I'm in a certain area, in a certain place, in a certain time. And sometimes I don't understand either. I just live every day going inward and following my inner guidance. And I know a lot of you guys move the same way. And then when that bigger vision becomes available to you, you know when to start working towards it and tuning people out too as well. But a lot of your purposes involve helping people in one way or another. And God wants to help you guys not only acquire abundance, but have the energy to do what you came here to do. So there's definitely like a death going on here. Some of you guys may have dealt with some death in your life or some endings. And if you are in a mourning process, definitely take your time with that. But I also feel like you're going through a death process or like a shedding of your old skin and a transformation, like you're a butterfly right now in a cocoon. And however long it takes is what I'm hearing as well for you guys to heal and to feel better. Because again, there could have been something happening in your life where you don't understand why it happened. It definitely took you out for a little bit. It definitely brought you down. It definitely hurt you a lot, but it actually brought you inward into the healing that you were meant to be doing, or at least the slowing down. I feel like for a lot of you guys out there, if you got hurt so bad, I used to see like TikToks where someone's like, oh, the situationship hurt me so bad I went to church or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they joke around about that, or situationship hurt me so bad I went back to the gym, like whatever, right? It's a joke, but it's actually like sometimes those things happen. Like something hurt you so bad and sometimes you think, wow, why did this one person hurt me more than a lot of the things that I've experienced in my life that were worse? And a lot of those things happen spiritually so that you can slow down and be aware of the changes that you need to be making in your life, or pain that you weren't acknowledging for a while. And I feel that by slowing down, you can actually see what doorways are opening up in your life or what changes need to be made. So if you feel uncomfortable with where you're at right now, just know that you're undergoing a big transformation. A two-faced friend, somebody new is entering your life, an exciting event, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I feel like right now you guys may not be experiencing as much as the material right now, because it seems like a lot of these things that God has planned for you, or you have in your spiritual path here, whatever you believe, right? They haven't really actualized yet. They're kind of up in the air, it feels like, or some of you guys have a lot of ideas that are up in the air. You feel like you haven't really brought down to earth some of the things that you want to accomplish here, because I'm kind of seeing this imagery of you guys kind of pulling down these things from the higher realms and bringing them down to earth, whether they're ideas or inspiration or art, right? But like a lot of these haven't actualized yet. And with the Five of Swords there, some of you guys are just being way too hard on yourself, because like you're going to see exactly the right step to take is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, so I am seeing that you're definitely going to get an increase in your material wealth, but right now you're getting an increase in your spiritual wealth, like your spirituality. So you are going through a very intensely spiritual time period. And some of you guys may feel like it doesn't feel like the other awakenings you've gone through, but that's because what you're going through right now is a different version. Like we go through different types of awakenings, different types of awarenesses, and not every time that you transform, it's going to feel the same. That's why it could be feeling unfamiliar to you. Let's see what we have here. A long journey. I feel like the next thing you guys are going to undertake in your life may require a lot of your energy. So that's why, in a positive way though, like something you're passionate about is going to come in. But again, I just see that, see, doors are opening. I did say that before for you guys. Two-faced friend. Yeah, some of you guys may be really tired of like people being two-faced. You may have removed someone from your life you felt was being two-faced. And every time you remove something, there's going to be something new over the horizon. And I feel that it's truly an energy of when one door closes, another one opens. Family wishes come true. Some of you guys are maybe dealing with issues involving your family, or you may find that a family member is going to come in and support you in the next journey of your life, or something positive is happening in your family situation, if that's what you've been praying for, or that's what you've been wanting. Advice from a friend. Solid foundation, okay. Success with good effort. Hard work ahead. Obstacles to overcome. You're definitely going to be stepping into a period of prosperity and abundance, but I also want to say that a lot of you guys are an example of how hard work really does get you where you need to be. And it is unfortunate that sometimes when you are in periods of life where you are reaping the harvest, or you are gaining the success that you deserve, other people may have something to say about that or be jealous of it. So you guys may have caught wind of somebody in your life that was jealous that you put in the work. Now I wanted to say this as well. There are situations in your life too where people in your life may need to tune you out and put in hard work in their life. And I feel that, yeah, I feel like you guys may have people in your life that are moving at different paces. Like they're not at where you're at. Just because somebody comes into your life doesn't mean they're at where you're at, even if they could be struggling with certain things that are familiar to you. I feel like you may have someone in your life too that you're encouraging to put in the work. And a lot of times people be like, well, I want to do what you're doing. And it's like, they can't because they're not there yet, whether it's spiritually or a lot of it is spiritual, I have to say, but it is also just plain like people just don't want to do the work. Like I hate to sound like that, but I feel like this is kind of what it is. You're dealing with a lot of people that don't want to do the work. And part of your reason for being here is showing people how to do the work, whether it's the work on themselves or the inner work. You guys have been doing the work for yourself and the work for others for so long. And that could be the cause of this pause that you're in, or exhaustion or confusion even. Because I feel like right now you guys are in a little bit of a state of self-doubt and confusion of where to go next. And it's because a lot of the times there are people around you as well that want to go in that direction too, is what I'm hearing, but they can't, right? And so you cannot bring people with you where you're going, but you can advise them along the way. So let's see what else we have here. What message do we have? Yeah. There's just a lot of new and exciting things coming into your life, and I feel with the Nine of Swords, okay, yeah. A lot of people are learning from you guys at this time period, and you may not even realize that. A lot of people definitely have their eyes on you. I mean, you can definitely feel it energetically. We talk about this a lot, but just because you let someone go or out of your life doesn't mean they're still watching you. Some of you guys could be dreaming about somebody from your past, or you could be feeling energies of people that supposedly let go of you. We have the Seven of Swords there. Like, unfortunately, a lot of times people just have this hidden resentment or animosity that you guys get to do certain things that they don't, or you're getting blessed in a certain way, but they have not seen the work that you put in. And unfortunately as well, I feel a lot of people who are a little bit more on the self-pity, victim, narcissistic side, they will cry about certain things, and people will perceive these individuals as struggling, or you may even perceive certain individuals as has struggled more than you, but that doesn't mean that you guys haven't struggled. in your life, right? Like, I feel that you guys don't complain, you keep it moving. So a lot of people don't realize that you've done a lot to get to where you are today. You've heard a lot, you've been through a lot of initiation, a lot of things that a lot of people would not be able to even comprehend, especially a lot of the spiritual attack or a lot of this opposition. And I feel that right now people could be gossiping about you guys, but at the end of the day, you just keep leading by example. And I feel that people want to make you out to be something you're not because they don't understand how you move, because they don't move in the same energy. But at the end of the day, you always lead by example and you always prove people wrong. That's what I'm hearing. So again, if you're dealing with situations that are confusing or conflicting, you're going to have a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like somebody's coming in and they want to apologize to you, someone from your past. I mean, you may find this is a common theme here. And part of the beautiful reason why you're here to lead as an example is because you show people grace in situations that make them rethink their actions. Because a lot of times too, when people are in a mindset of like, everyone is bad, what's the point of helping people, and you come in and you show them kindness, they may not have a good reaction to it initially, but when they see over time that your intentions were good, it really does cause a life-changing type of perspective for a lot of people, and they start to see the light in a lot of things again. Like, you do bring the light into a lot of people's lives, and I do feel, unfortunately, there's just going to be a lot of energies of people not understanding your light because they've never seen anything like it. And some of you could be going through some kind of heartache in your life too, in terms of maybe a family situation or a love situation, and you continue to just persevere despite what it is that you've gone through. And I see that there's somebody here who has hurt you, and they thought your perseverance or keeping it moving was just you not caring, but it actually is just a sign of your strength. I truly feel like people are misunderstanding you guys at this time period, or often, because when people see that you're moving, you're shining, you're achieving, you're looking good, they misinterpret that for that you don't care, you're not hurting over the things that people have done to you. But like I said, you guys are here as an example of strength and perseverance. Just because somebody hurt you or something happened doesn't mean your whole world needs to stop. And I feel that you guys continuously show up for others, even when you're dealing with things, to the point where people underestimate the fact that you're also hurting too. So I feel that you're being called right now to acknowledge your own hurts and your own strength and the things that you've gone through, because you truly have underestimated the amount of effort and time you guys have put into helping others and serving others. And you're going to receive a lot of blessings very, very soon. But I feel that, again, you're at a time period where you're removing certain individuals. See, I see a card here that says, you were right, don't be sorry. So a lot of times maybe people make you feel bad for standing up for yourself, for standing up for others, because you challenge the status quo and you throw them off on a bad cycle that they're not used to. And you've definitely got the back end of a lot of people's own hurt and confusion in their own life, in their own destiny, money-making skills. I feel you guys out there do have money-making skills, but I feel that you may not see yourself as such because, again, you're dealing with maybe low vibrational narcissistic people whose passion is making money in ways that you don't agree with. So you don't see yourself as that type of individual, when in reality you do. And I do feel like there's going to be a pathway to money for you guys very, very soon. You got July coming in here. So you could be dealing with someone born in July, or something could be happening in the month of July. Of course, my readings are timeless, but that's going to be like a couple months from now. So you're definitely going to see things start to come together. I lied. I know what you're talking about. Again, you guys just have this ability to really understand people. And what I'm hearing is that you are being called to deal with sometimes difficult personalities who pretend that they don't know what you're talking about. But I feel like a situation where you did tell somebody a truth, or you've done this a lot, but recently you have told somebody a specific truth, and they were basically pretending like they didn't know what you're talking about, but they did know what you're talking about, basically, or they're processing it. Yeah. Dealing in a relationship with someone, or a man with a dark complexion or hair. Yeah, you could be dealing with a masculine energy with darker hair. It doesn't really matter though. Take a vacation. Again, a lot of you have been just taking time out for yourself. Excitement until excitement comes back into your life. Temporary situation. Yeah, there's definitely a situation where you have said something to somebody and they're definitely thinking it over, I'm hearing. Good fortune. Great worry over nothing. Yeah, a lot of you could be going into a time period where you're just really questioning yourself, or you're questioning like a certain situation in your life. But again, I always tell you guys, you're going to get the answers you need. Your luck is changing. You could be seeing angel number 727. You are here to be an example. Let go of the love readings, let go and shine and pop off. And again, I like to remind you guys too as well, even in your romantic connections, especially if you're single, of course, if you're in a relationship, you know, you're going to see that happen in your relationships, but not only your friendships and family or whatever, but especially for people out there who are single, like a lot of times people are brought into your life to learn from you, even in the romantic sense. So I'm not saying that you need to be everyone's teacher or mentor all the time, but there are time periods where you're going to have to speak truth to certain people if you feel called to it, and they may be feeling attracted to you because of romantic reasons, but you're going to feel called to stand up and say something because of a spiritual reason. Karma is coming for someone. And we got a number 11 here that could be significant to you guys. I feel there's a situation where someone is definitely getting karma, and you're going to see that. I'm being immature. Your life is destined for greatness. People want your light. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people want your light. They want your energy. They want to be a part of what you have going on, but they need to be understanding of what you guys are saying and what you came here to do. By the way, I'm getting a message. You guys are looking really good. You have a lot of fans, a lot of secret admirers. Someone's about to risk it all and come towards you. Always on your page, I will double tap like you. The only thing a bee can take you from you is notes, okay? So yeah, I feel like you just have a lot of people, a lot of haters, a lot of fans, a lot of lurkers, and a lot of people are definitely watching to see what it is that you have coming next. And actually, like, karma is coming for someone. I think good karma is actually coming for you. Like, this isn't even a message of like, oh, you know, negative toxic people are getting their karma. We've heard it before, right? But this is about you guys actually getting the results of your good karma. And, you know, no matter how it makes you guys look, you continue to speak truth, you continue to help people, you continue to show up for people, and God sees that, your angels see that. And just because other people don't understand it doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. I mean, you're going to constantly deal with that a lot in your life, but sometimes it does take a toll when you're helping people, when you're being there for people, when you're speaking truth, and you're just constantly running into situations where people are not getting it. But I feel at the same time, there's a lot of people who are thinking and processing a lot of things that you have said and told them. I see an energy here coming in. Somebody knows undependable and insincere, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And I feel that you may have called somebody out to others, and this person is kind of exposing themselves for their true nature. Like maybe someone two-faced, you guys have pointed it out to other people, and people are beginning to see it. You guys could be also disappointed in some person that maybe you were dating or talking to or seeing. It's not personal. And just being reminded that a lot of things that you guys go through, it isn't personal. Like, people are dealing with their own things, their own karma, their own hurts that they need to learn from. And you're going to find there's like some similar themes that keep repeating themselves in your life, whether it's a situation where you told somebody, someone around them wasn't good for them, they don't believe you, and then they step aside, and then all of a sudden the truth comes to light. And unfortunately, you are that voice, but not a lot of people want to give you that credit that you were the one who stood in and said something, because a lot of people just have a lot of pride, but it doesn't mean they don't sit back and appreciate the fact that you do look out for them, you do care for them. And I'm kind of seeing that a lot of people appreciate the fact that you stood up for them, that you cared for them, that you said something when no one else did. You prevented a disaster from happening in a lot of situations. I would do anything for you. I feel like right now there is somebody in your life that, especially if you're single, they are very highly attracted to you. They do look up to you in a sense, and especially for my masculines, it could be kind of hard to accept that. For my feminines out there, I mean, for my masculines, sometimes, it could be hard to accept that you look up to a feminine energy is what I'm saying. Because again, like, a lot of times we're dealing with things that we are taught. And I feel that a lot of masculine energies are just taught that they're the ones that need to lead and see everything and understand everything. But in all reality, I really think that everything works as a team. Like, both parties have something to offer, and people need to realize that. I feel like there's somebody here who feels like that you have information or you have a knowledge that they want to tap into or understand, but they're having a hard time like articulating that, if that makes sense. We got the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, I do feel like this individual had to walk away from certain things or people, and maybe you were the first person to see that for them and explain that to them, and maybe they were uncomfortable with that, or you pointed out something to somebody that was a flaw within themselves that they didn't really realize they had, and it takes them a little bit to process it. And I'm seeing that going on right now. There's a situation where, again, like, people have been brought into your life for a reason, and there's going to be some interesting personalities coming in and out, or coming for your help, even though you may not see it that way. They're coming towards you for help in one way or another. And some of these relationships, maybe they're not gonna make it to down the aisle, right? Especially if they're romantic, but they will still positively impact your life or theirs. Yeah. Got the Lovers here, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Another thing I do want to say as well, that you're going to run into a lot of people, especially people who are spiritual like you, that could be feeling a little hurt or even jealous that you seem to be put onto this path and this knowledge that they don't have. But again, people need to understand that you've been initiated in a certain way, gifted in a certain way, and gone through certain things that they probably would never have to experience. And I think that sometimes people want to underestimate you because they don't understand you or what you came here to do. But I see that your power is very evident right now at this time. People are watching you, looking up to you. A lot of people look up to you, especially people that you guys have dated, people that you have been friends with. And sometimes it could just be, I guess, kind of annoying on their end to have someone around them that's constantly right or calling things out as they see it. But this is who you're meant to be. And people are going to get annoyed at that. Well, they're not actually getting annoyed at it. It's their ego, because I do see that you have come at people with the Queen of Cups here. And you get the better result when you come at them with the Queen of Wands sometimes. Like, you can come in there and be understanding and patient, or you can come and say what needs to be said and step aside. And I feel like you were coming at somebody with this Queen of Cups energy when they needed this Queen of Wands and this Ace of Swords, like someone to come and just speak a truth to them. And I believe that you guys did that. You came in, you spoke the truth they needed to hear. And sometimes that will make people feel hurt, rejected, but what you're actually doing is implementing some sort of truth they need to acknowledge. And it's only hurting them because they have some sort of pain or hurt or something they need to acknowledge that has been kind of, I'm hearing like backed up. Does that make sense? Like, I just see a situation here where you call and speak truth into people's lives, and it's just a situation where there's a person here who, they're not actually hurt by you, but the truth that you brought to them hurt them because it's showing them that there's something in them or around them that needs to be acknowledged. And a lot of times this is going to happen after you guys step away. And I see this happening in a certain situation where you stepped away from somebody and you ended up being right about a certain thing, a person. And this is going to be a recurring theme. And I'm telling you guys, sometimes I feel like when I do these videos, they're pretty redundant. But that being said, like, sometimes just keep being reminded that this is what's happening in your life. Like, you have been gifted with the ability to see into the other realms, to understand things, to comprehend things at a level that other people cannot. And people will be brought into your life for a reason constantly, because you're the person who's not afraid to see it, to say it, and to walk away. And I feel you're also the person who, when these people come around, and if they are worthy of an apology or space or time, you're also compassionate enough to be forgiving and understanding. And you have this gift of being harsh, but also understanding. And this is the balance that you have mastered, or you've been called to master, if that makes sense. My lovers, my healers, again, like, you've always had a high level of empathy and caring, but you have to fight off the feeling of getting jaded from these people because you are making a difference. You also have to fight off being too overly empathetic. And I feel that a lot of you just have to remain in this energy where you are being unapologetically yourself and speaking your truth because it comes from a good intention. Whereas some people need to learn how to be more compassionate and loving, but you already have that down. I feel like a lot of guys hide the fact that you're secretly this Queen of Cups, King of Cups, loving, caring individual. You have to show this face of being tougher because you know that people will not take you seriously unless you lay down the law here. And that's what I'm kind of seeing. Like, you really stepping into this leadership role, or a role where you're going to be taken even more seriously and be dealing with different types of challenging personalities. But I feel that, yep, we got the King of Pentacles here. Somebody cannot get you out of their mind, and they want to come back into your life, and it required you to really lay it down or even accept the fact that this person does not deserve a place in your life. And you may be surprised who this individual is, because you guys are going to see that people do come back into your life. People do change. People do grow. People do evolve, just like you guys do. But there's also people who just don't, you know? And the biggest lesson here is to be able to acknowledge those individuals, but not give up on the people that do have a chance for change, a chance for growth. But through a lot of these situations, I feel that there's going to be a lot of distracting, low vibrational, narcissistic people affecting the positive connections in your life. And I feel that happens a lot, but all you got to do is call it as you see it and keep it moving and not let anybody get in the way of what you came here to do. I do feel like somebody here is going to come towards you with some sort of message. Like, I feel this individual is somebody that you guys are defensive towards, or they're defensive towards you, and you may not understand their purpose in your life right now, but they have come into your life for a reason. And I feel that this person does have a lot of feelings for you, a lot of love for you, but they definitely had to go on some sort of healing journey without you. But I feel like this person continuously looks up to you, and they definitely, I'm hearing, I want to see you shine, like, and you may be surprised who is still rooting for you. That's what I'm picking up. Look at the Seven of Swords here and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Somebody realized that their deceptive ways of dealing with themselves, their emotions, you did not get them anywhere. I feel as well that, again, this is an individual who you may feel extremely left out in the cold for, someone who threw you off balance, someone you have a spiritual connection with. You don't understand the purpose that this person has in your life, but you will understand it later on. And what I'm seeing as well is that right now, if you are feeling like unsatisfied, unfulfilled, there's going to be something, you're just being called to go towards what lights you up. Someone's leaving your life. I feel like recently you guys may have pushed somebody out of your life that was being two-faced. Continue on with that. We also have August here, so you could be dealing with someone born August or July, or I do feel like things could be changing around those months, so give it a couple months if you guys are going through a bit of a transformation. And again, you're getting the reassurance you're on the right path here. You're going through, regarding some aspect of your life. Celebration, use your intuition, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. I'm telling you right now, you have a high level of intellect, and I feel that sometimes you guys have to hide certain aspects of yourself in front of certain people because you are operating at such a high caliber that it's a lot for a lot of people to take in. And I feel there's a side of you that is really smart and really intuitive, and you haven't even really shown all of that yet. And I feel that's going to be coming next. But I also feel that right now you guys are working on your Queen of Cups, and you're working on being emotional and stepping into your power and being unapologetic so you can step into this new chapter of your life. And through a relationship that was difficult in your life, this transformation is occurring, even if you don't see the reason behind it right now. Someone's behaving stupidly. Like, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with a lot of people that you feel you don't get why they're acting stupid. You don't understand why they're acting like that. Why can't they speak their truth? Why can't they stand up for you? Why can't they be who they need them to be? Why can't they just do this and that? Because they don't have the tools that you guys have. And that's why you're coming here to teach people certain things. But again, it doesn't mean to just abandon people if they're not getting it, but it also doesn't mean to just keep waiting around for people to change. But you're going to find when you keep standing up in this current energy, people are going to be transforming. That's what I'm hearing, and nothing is guaranteed. That's why even over here, and I don't even really do predictions anymore so much or love readings, because a lot of this is free will that people have and a lot of people embody. And I'm reading into the energy right now. And even I pulled a channel message that says enough with the love reads, because you are currently, by angel number 1222, leading by example and changing lives in this current energy. And then you keep trying to do love readings where like that's basically not up to anybody to tell you what's going to happen. There's individuals here right now in your life being called towards you currently so that they can make a change. And you are that person that is channeling in what they need to do right now in this current energy and time. And it's not just to be in a relationship with you or to be your friend. This is for bigger things. So these people can go off and do great things with their life with one little bit of information that you guys come in and speak to them. So don't underestimate your ability to speak truth onto people. Again, you're not here to be everyone's friend, but you are earning the respect from a lot of people, and people see you as that. So yeah, they could find you difficult or challenging or argumentative when you're standing up for what you believe in, but in all reality, you are the individual that is going to make the impact in their lives that they're going to remember. And I see people circling the block to tell you guys it's going to be a situation where this already has happened in the past, and they're coming towards you to tell you that, and that's like in their energy field. But what I'm saying is that, like, you guys may not even realize who is actually making positive changes in your life or their life because of you. But if you guys are dealing with romantic situations, I really feel that a lot of these people need to level up and get on your level with the Empress here. Because again, I always tell you guys, you're just on a different level spiritually, and if somebody wants to be around you, be at your side, they definitely have to go through a lot of intense transformations, and that's not an easy thing to do. Discord amongst friends and family. Somebody here has issues around their family or their friend group that is hindering them, and you help them see that. But you're going to get some sort of victory here. There is something that you guys are helping somebody acknowledge, and you're going to see that they are seeing what you're saying. And you're going to feel like accomplished in that. You're going to have situations where you're going to see that people are definitely receptive to what you're teaching them. Yeah, someone definitely here had family members lead them astray, and they're realizing that, and you guys could have pointed that out to them. And it's not difficult to, it's difficult. For some of you guys, you may find it easy to walk away from certain people that you're like, nope, I'm good. But that's why you're here. You have that power within you to be an individual, to not let anybody drag you in a certain direction. But a lot of people here, again, the things that they're dealing with is deeper than what you guys are experiencing. Not to say you're going through anything harder than you've been through, but it's just more like when you're evolved and you see things from a wider perspective, it's easier for you guys to move past certain things, even if it hurts. But I feel like individuals here, when they're stuck on this certain family karma, relationship karma, or friendship karma, or seeking approval or validation, or low vibrational job situation, like they're caught up in things that they may have invested a lot of time and energy into, and they have a hard time walking away. You guys, I always tell you guys this, but my light workers, my healers, you are here to show people that it's easy to step away and transform. And you could be going through that period of your life right now where you invested a lot of time and energy into things, and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to transform and to come out new. It's time to be something different than what I was. And you're okay with accepting that. But a lot of people are still struggling a little bit, but you have gained a secret admirer here through speaking truth to them and walking away, and they're going to come towards you and tell you that. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, it's not over yet in their mind. But for a lot of people out there too, coming towards someone that they care about and admitting that is a karma within itself. Unfortunately, when you do have a high vibrational energy, you bring in this energy that makes people feel a little out of control because they're seeing things more clearly. There's people are acting up around them. Their own insecurities are coming out. But at the same time, a lot of people have not met anybody as pure or high vibrational as you, so they can't look away. I think your genuinity is an act. Why is life easier for you? See, these are the misconceptions that this person has had about you, that life was easier for you, or that your genuinity is an act. And people may think your life is easier because you guys probably don't open up to a lot of people about your struggles or what you're dealing with, or you don't like to burden people with that, but it doesn't mean you're not going through it. And I think that this is something that someone's acknowledging here. Maybe you finally opened up to them, maybe someone in your life right now, or they're just finally seeing it, or God or angels helping them open their mind up a little bit to where they have been wrong in terms of this connection. But I'm hearing there's a connection here with somebody that they were placed in your life for a reason, and saying someone's debating pulling up on your ass. Like, yeah, somebody is definitely thinking about you a lot and heavily, and they really miss you. They miss your personality. They miss your light. Someone's ex/current bae is high-key obsessed with you. This could be someone that is in another relationship. Doesn't matter. You know, when it comes to spiritual things, people can ignore all they want and live a certain life, but it doesn't mean that that's what they're thinking or feeling or showing you. I was getting revenge. Again, someone could have went a totally different direction just because they want to get revenge on you, and then they're realizing like that was just not the right move. Some of you guys are musicians or artists, or you're getting signs about this song through music. People warned me about you. Yeah, this could be someone that people warned you about, or this could be a situation where somebody was pulled apart from you by other people, jealous people, third parties, whatever, but they're realizing that now. Daily relationship with a younger woman. You should accept valid criticism, feelings with the man, time to act. You are highly thought of. Yeah, I feel like, again, a lot of people appreciate the fact that you come in and give them the constructive criticism that they need. And I feel that people have tried to do the same for you, but end up not really being right. And that's what I'm hearing. Like, you guys just trust your own leading by example because you are making a difference. And I feel like right now, you're in a period of intense transformation, which is actually causing a lot of other people to go into periods of intense transformation too as well. So you are going to see that certain energies do want to reconnect with you. And you are going to see a prosperous time period coming after everything you've gone through here. Some of you guys could be dealing with a sorrow after a loss, a tough time period, and you'll be dealing with a lot of prideful people, a lot of difficult personalities, but you have the power to make an impact. As long as these people are not getting away with what you came here to do, you do have a powerful energy that impacts people's lives. And I think that you know this, people have told you this, you've seen it, but you just need to be reminded of that. So you have impacted a certain person's life who you may feel like you've wasted time and energy on. You don't understand why you had to go through that. But I feel that this individual still wants to come towards you. We got the Knight of Cups here, and they're having a judgment moment here where they're really understanding that they've caused their own hurts here in terms of this connection, or they've caused you to hurt. And I'm hearing I've hurt myself by hurting you. Somebody hurt you, and they're realizing that that wasn't fair to you at all, because they couldn't acknowledge or accept the things in their life that needed to change within themselves and others. So I see that things are going to start coming together for you guys. I think that a lot of people are having tower moments here in regards to things that you told them, things that you taught them. And yeah, you are that person that comes in and implements a lot of tough spiritual lessons. And that is not an easy person to be. It's a lonely path. You're going to have a lot of people come and go. You're going to have to make a lot of changes. You're going to have to accept losses where people don't want to change, because I honestly feel like a lot of people are faced with free will or test, and they may not always pass them, but in time they have to keep repeating that cycle until they understand it. And I feel a lot of times it's you that's in a lot of people's minds when they go through certain things. And I feel there's someone here who can't get you out of their mind. They've tried to shake you, they've tried to go in every direction, but accepting what was going on here between you and them, or the things that you guys have taught them. And this is a lot of different people that's going to happen a lot in your life, guys, as I'm seeing. So yeah, whoever this individual is that you guys may have felt like really hurt you, that still kind of, you still don't quite understand what their purpose is in your life, you're going to see that. I feel like this individual is starting to go through it. I am hearing like you're getting the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you're losing? I'm hearing that. Be careful with me. Yeah, I really feel like you are that type of individual that is divinely protected. So people really got to be careful with you. They can't play around with you, and intuitively they know that. That's why they keep a distance. Some of you guys are being called to upgrade your fashion or your hair, or make a physical change. It's going to go well for you. You are my weakness. I was wrong about you again. Wow. I hate the anticipating. Visual arts. Yeah, it seems like you guys are just going through an intense transformation where you're going to be putting that energy into something productive, making more money. You're looking really good. You're thriving. People are noticing that. But again, I'm just seeing this energy where you guys may have struggled with some sort of connection where you don't understand the reason behind it, but you're going to see it. And I'm hearing this person was brought into your life for a reason. And if this person's energy or the way they were almost destroyed you, it created a new version of you that needed to be created, as much as that may be difficult to hear. Keep reversing. A lot of you guys dealt with a lot of negative energy. You're reversing that energy. I'm scared of my feelings. This person was blocking opportunities. You are winning. Even when you guys don't feel like you are, you're winning here. And again, there was individuals in your life that would have or did block certain things from happening for you. So if there's people being removed, or you're called to remove certain people from your life, just know that it's to open the doorways that need to be opened up. There's more to the story. You don't owe them nothing. You reverse that energy. Yeah, I just feel like, again, like there's a lot of people in your life that you guys have loved and cared about that decided that they were going to retaliate against you or do something against you. And they're seeing right now that they were wrong for that. And a lot of you have a hard time accepting that betrayal or that hurt and understanding why people do what they do. But a lot of it is their own journey of just being at war with themselves. And you hold the mirror up to people is what I'm hearing. You accept what you think you deserve. Yeah. And I feel that a lot of you guys did not deserve that. You walk away. And yeah, I feel again that people may have gone a different path in life or hurt you, betrayed you, or went with something easier or whatever because that's what they think they deserve. A lot of people just don't feel like they deserve you guys, and they truly don't. So that's what I'm seeing here. Continue to stay in your power. Get on my level or get out of the way. I feel like this is the energy you guys are emitting right now. You've always had that energy, but right now it really is calling for that because you're just being called to do bigger and better things. But there's some sort of transformation that came through, some sort of relationship here where you're not really seeing it, but you're going to see it in the future. But other people, I feel like, have already been seeing you transform. And you guys may not be really seeing this transformation until it's really like you're really at where you want to be at, which I understand. There's only one you. For sure. 444, again, see, synchronicity, I said that in the beginning. You are right. You left them speechless. And a lot of times people just want to get what they want due to manipulation, or they want to move in the way that they want to move, and that is just not how they are. That's just not how they're going to be operating in terms of being around you. So I feel that there's somebody here who is speechless because they're not really sure how to connect with you anymore, how to be in your life, because the low vibrational ways that they're being, they have to outgrow that. And I feel this situation has caused you guys to see things from a different perspective, to grow, to transform, and to also call back your power in a sense. This could be a spiritual thing, could be a karmic thing, doesn't really matter. But I feel that for my people out there who are having a hard time accepting a hurt or some kind of betrayal or pain that you've gone through, it transformed you into being how you're meant to be moving forward. 10 of Cups, happiness is coming. I do feel like there's some kind of tower happening here. And again, we got the Strength card. You guys could be dealing with a Leo or an Earth sign I'm seeing as well. Like sometimes in your journey, you're going to feel very lonely, but it's also the fact of the matter is that you emit such a powerful, strong energy that people just have to be able to be brave to be around you and face the things they need to face in order to get on that level, because you have gone through so many intense transformations that it's hard for a lot of people to keep up. And you're not here to stay stuck. You're here to keep it moving. And what I'm seeing as well for you guys is that, again, like even the people that have hurt you, they miss your strength because they drew upon it. And I feel one of the reasons why whoever this individual is going through what they're going through or going through this transformation now is because you guys have pulled back and cut off all your energy from this individual. You stopped giving to them, you stopped caring about them, you can still feel them, but you have definitely cut cords or severed ties, and people are realizing how difficult energetically their life is. And a lot of success or things that they have achieved in their life, I feel is because your energy, a lot of you guys out there, especially these individuals, just a little bit of your energy can help people persevere. So I feel a lot of you guys out there are very burnt out this moment in time, but you're calling back your power, you're doing your thing. You're definitely right about something, and we get this message a lot, but somebody here failed you guys, but they're going to try to come back in, I feel. Let's see. What's this about? Why did they fail? Yeah, I just feel like it's an individual here who basically ran this connection, sabotage. You guys already know the drill with that. Like, this is somebody here who felt like staying away from you was the better thing to do. But in reality, it was just because they didn't want to be challenged in a certain way. And you guys just come in and are that energy. You help people face what it is they don't want to acknowledge about themselves. And that's what I'm seeing for you guys. So the main message here is that you had a difficult situation with a person. You don't understand the reason behind why you had to struggle through that connection. You could be still struggling energetically, getting yourself back together because of it, but it actually led you to the right path. And sometimes it takes you going through your own transformation where you're realizing certain things about certain people and certain darknesses in others so that you can kind of see the world through a different perspective. And there was a huge spiritual transformation that happened because of a certain connection in your life. You guys are entering into like a new attitude towards life, towards people. And again, you may not see it now, but you will see the reason behind all of this happening. And there's just somebody here who is definitely in your energy a lot, even if they don't want to admit it. You're feeling somebody is heartbroken over you energy, see? Someone is heartbroken over you, and they are trying their best to fight that. But I'm seeing that this individual is realizing that they can't fight this energy. They're going to have to face it. They're going to have to face you, because this is something that they're being called to do. And it's going to keep getting louder and louder until they do it. So I feel like you definitely spoke a truth onto somebody here, and they're definitely internalizing it. But as far as it goes for you guys, it's not a message of wait, stay around, you're going to marry them. This is more a message of, hey, you're impacting somebody, you're feeling it. Keep it moving, keep shining, keep going, because that is what's going to get these individuals coming after you. Not you going backwards into these energies, but moving forward and elevating up and up and up, so that people can meet you where you're at, especially people who are dedicated to transforming and growing and being the best version of themselves. Because again, the people that are not are just going to fall off easily, and you probably won't even be feeling their energy, because you're going to be so far removed from them that you're not even going to be really paying much attention to it. But I feel a situation here where, yeah, somebody is definitely intensely thinking about, they made a wrong choice here, and instead of, they try to move forward with it, but they can't. They're going to have to go backwards here. And oh my gosh, we have 2 messages. You keep glowing up. How the F did you glow up? You're definitely getting divine ocean glow ups here. People are noticing it. You're looking really good. And again, a lot of people out there, you don't see it because you're always constantly just working on yourself and going through stuff, but you're definitely transforming into the next version of yourself that you're meant to be, and people are seeing it. And we got somebody here who really can't stop looking away from you. If not multiple people, for some of you guys out there who impact a whole large group of people every direction you move into. It depends on how big your scope is, but I feel a lot of guys out there, not only are you impacting people collectively, but just people in passing, and also a situation here where energetically somebody is definitely very drawn to you, and you don't quite understand this connection because it definitely has affected you, but you're definitely going to see this individual choose to go through the transformation, because they really don't have a choice here, is what I'm hearing. They're going to have to go through it, but they may just keep choosing wrong for a little bit, and that's what led them to where they're at. But you're going to see some kind of shift or change very, very soon, maybe within the next couple months, and when you least expect it. You could be living a whole new life when this happens, but it's just the message that I have coming through here. So again, I do hope you guys like that message. The things you guys gone through is for your destiny. Even though it may be difficult, you definitely have a sense of inner peace and strength that people want to draw upon. So the more you move forward and separate from that, you're going to start feeling at peace and at ease again. But a lot of this hell that you guys are feeling is definitely someone else's energy here, who is extremely heartbroken over the fact that they lost you or maybe losing you forever. So I want you guys to comment below. I am a powerhouse. If you made it to the end, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week. And of course, if you want to support me on other platforms, I do upload a lot on my Patreon if you miss me here, or on my other channels. And again, you can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for updates on everything I have going on. Bye guys.